You don't like doing your homework anytime, Zachariah.
My son Zach is 9 years old, and he is the biggest crybaby.
I hate homework. I hate life.
If you tell him to take a bath, he cries. Clean up, he cries. Brush his teeth. Do his homework.
Get your homework done.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm gonna really yell at you if you don't knock it off.
You're yelling at me.
I think my wife needs more help than my kids do.
Why do I yell at you? Because you cry at every single thing that we ask you to do? I haven't yelled at you once today.
I get impatient very quickly.
When he doesn't stop crying, there isn't really a punishment.
You're being mean.
We count through the 3, and when I get to 3, he knows what that means. It means he's gonna get something taken away that he loves. Right now, it's his PlayStation.
The spanking stick is what we use for a warning. This is our spanking stick. We use it at the last resort. If they're not listening, all we gotta do is just give it a good whack next to them, and then they start listening. It's a good threatening psychological tool.
Can we ever just do something without crying about it?
Well, I'm the one that usually gets grounded in this house. I think I get punished more than my brother.
I also have a younger son, Seth, who is generally well behaved. I used to favor Seth, but I can't say that I do that as much anymore.
You're being mean.
Get in your room and do it.
I get mad at my parents, and sometimes I just shut the door and I stay in my room for a while.
I think Zach cries because, and he's real sensitive.
I don't know.
Sometimes my wife and I argue in front of the kids.
Don't climb over the counter. We have different parenting styles. I'm the abrasive mother,
The tickle fight.
where Dad's the fun dad. My greatest fear is that Zach's not gonna reach his full potential when he grows up.
Stop crying like a baby. Go. Get in the shower.
What I would like to see happen is the yelling to stop.
DrPhil, how do I get my son Zach to stop acting like a 2-year-old and start acting like the 9-year-old he is?
Well, let me answer that just straight away. First, stop telling him he's acting like a 2-year-old. Yeah. Okay, because that's very demeaning.
Right.
And it really puts him in a low self-esteem, frustration position. Right. I just wanted to get that out right away.
I knew that.
Okay, second thing I want to be clear about is you don't hit these kids with a fishing pole. Okay?
Definitely not. Never have.
I want to make sure that if somebody walked in the room late and you saw the fishing pole, he does not hit the kids with the fishing pole. No. All right, that's just, I'm not exactly sure what it is. You described it as a good psychological tool.
Yeah.
I missed that class when I was about threatening kids with a fishing pole and hitting it beside them. I must have missed that class. Tell me how that works.
Well, the theory I have is that at the last point, you know, you tell them they're going to get spanked with the stick if they don't start listening, you know, at the very end. And you just make a real loud noise right next to them, and they just think it's coming.
Okay. He's 9?
Yeah.
And you've hit him with a stick how many times in 9 years?
0.
Okay, does he have function above the brainstem?
Yeah.
Then don't you think he's figured out in 9 years that you're not going to hit him with a fishing pole?
To tell you the truth, I really don't know. It still works. I've only had to do it about.
So he really thinks you could go off sometime and take the fishing pole to him?
He does.
Is that really the level at which you want to define your relationship with your son?
No,
that here comes the guy that could at any minute go off and thrash me with a fishing pole?
No, that's not it. That's not what I want.
Okay, well, then let's put the fishing pole away. I mean, that's not a good teaching tool, a good psychological tool, if you call it. I understand the theory behind it, I really do. Okay. But he either, A, doesn't believe you're going to hit him, or he does believe that sometime you might, and neither one of those are good outcomes, are they?
No.
I mean, you don't want him to be afraid of you.
No.
You just want him to respect you.
Exactly.
Okay, so he's either not going to respect you because he thinks you're just full of it because you're not ever going to hit him with it, or he's scared of you because he thinks you might, and both of those are bad. So right. Can we lose the fishing pole?
Yeah, we can lose it.
Wrap it up and send it to me, will you? I want to be sure. I want to see the fishing pole, all right? Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.